Hi everyone, this is Christina and I'm back with my week 8 gastric bypass RNY update. I know I posted a video just 4 short days ago, but I do want to get back to doing my weekly updates on Wednesday because that was the day that I actually had my surgery. So bear with me while I get back into the swing of things. I'll start with my stats. On November 9th, 2016, I had gastric bypass here in Chicago, Illinois at Northwestern Memorial Hospital under Dr. Jeffrey Franza. My highest weight ever recorded was back in May of 2016. I was 400 pounds even, and when I went in for surgery in November, I weighed 372.6. In my video that I posted, I believe on Saturday, I weighed in at 341.8. And today, this morning, when I got on the scale, I was 340.6. So over the past 3 or 4 days, I lost, I believe, 1.2 pounds. So, I will absolutely take it. As I mentioned in my previous video, it has also been Shark Week this week, which is like a new thing that's recently kicked back in. So, you know what? I will absolutely take that. I have no problems with it. So, not much to update about over the past 4 days, but something that's interesting is that, so as I mentioned in my last video, I am in the midst of moving back to the East Coast. And so while I was going through trying to figure out which clothes I wanted to pack, one of the interesting things is trying on a lot of my older clothes that, I hadn't worn in a while. And so that was a very, very interesting process. I still have a lot of clothes even after I threw away those 8 bags. And going through and trying on a lot of pants that I, couldn't fit in before because, sizing when you're buying online from ASOS or any of these places, it's kind of inconsistent. So there are a lot of things that I purchased that didn't fit me correctly previously, and I was just too lazy to send them back. So they've just been in my closet, but they fit now, and it's so wild. And so I've been trying on a lot of clothes, and it's interesting to look in the mirror and kind of see how they fit now that, I've lost a little bit of weight. And actually, this skirt that I'm wearing now, I wish I could stand up, but I'm actually sitting on the floor. The skirt that I'm wearing now, I got it from ASOS. It's a leather skater skirt, and I've had it for a couple years. And I wore it to dinner tonight, and it is legitimately falling down. And luckily, if I didn't have hips, it would not be held up by anything. Luckily, I got hips and I got thighs, so that's kind of been the anchor point for it. But it is, I can't even show you guys, but I have at least 4 or 5 inches at the waist where, it's just nothing but air. And so the interesting thing for me, because I am a little bottom heavy, is that generally when I do buy bottoms, skirts, pants, you always buy to fit your hips. And so the waist has never, ever really fit me in anything. Not skirts, not pants, not anything. And so, but this particular skirt actually fit my waist because it's a skater skirt, which means it flares out. But the waist on this now is kind of ridiculous. And I believe, I'm going to pull up my actual measurements, because that's one of the things that I definitely wanted to keep track of throughout this process, is that, as you go through things and the scale might stall, but to keep track of your actual inches. So when I started this, my pre-op, the day before I went in for surgery, my waist was 51 inches. So I took my measurements this morning, and my waist is now 43.9. 43.9. I don't even know what that is. So I'm going to do a quick calculation. 7.1 inches in 2 months off of my waist. And yeah, that's probably why this skirt is fitting the way it is right now. So, I'm not complaining, but it does make packing for Philly a bit more fun because my wardrobe has been expanded exponentially. There are a lot of pants that, you know what, the FUPA game was a little too strong for previously, but now I can get in them. And so, and winter is my favorite season because I love to layer. Like, I love tights and I love boots and I love jackets. My favorite denim vest that I got from Torrid years and years ago. And I was always a 2 or 3 in Torrid stuff. And so I bought this. This is a 4. And literally, like, I could, like, it's so big on me now. And I mean, obviously I'm going to keep it because you can never have too many jean jackets. And even as I lose more weight, I feel like it's still going to, you know, work because it's a jacket and it can be oversized. But yeah, it's just interesting to see how clothes are fitting now. So that's been interesting. What else has happened? Not much, actually. I've just been going to the gym a lot. This is the last week that I have before I start my new job, so I've been trying to utilize the free time that I have by, you know, staying active and doing that. I did do a 3-mile walk, which is technically a 5K, on the at the park that's up the street from my house, and so that was really good. I was proud of myself for that. And also, when I went to the gym yesterday, I did the elliptical for 18 minutes. And I don't know about you guys. Like, I see some people on Instagram and they can do the elliptical for like 45 minutes or an hour. And I'm just like, you guys are superheroes, because me and the elliptical, we have a very, like, tumultuous relationship. And honestly, for so long, like after 3, maybe 4 or 5 minutes, I was always like, this is too much. This is too much of a workout. I'm moving my arms, I'm moving my legs. Like, this is not right. I do not like this. But now it's gotten to the point where my body can do those things and I can last longer, and my stamina is increasing and my endurance is increasing. And honestly, that's all I care about. Like, that's the most interesting thing about this entire journey. I don't think I was ever going to be the type of person that enjoys going to the gym, but I actually enjoy it. I go there, I put my Spotify playlist on, shuffle, and I just do it, like whatever it is. Sometimes I do the bike, and I always do the recumbent bike. I don't do the one where you sit up on it, just because those seats are uncomfortable, and I'm really not trying to have a sore ass. And that's also why I have no interest in spinning at this point. Maybe when I get a little smaller, it may become a little more comfortable for my ass. I'm not sure, but as of now, I'm just not trying to play those games. So I do the recumbent bike. The way that I do that is, and what I found to be helpful for me, is that I always do manual, and I create my own program. So what I would do is I shoot for a mile every 5 minutes. And what I do is every half mile, I increase the resistance. So when I get to 0.5, like I'll start on like resistance level 8 or 10 or something like that. And then every half mile, however long it takes me to do that, I go up 2 levels. And then I go up 2 levels. And I'll get up to like level 16 or 15 or something like that. And then I'll come back down and build it back up. So I'm just building my own kind of like hill climb. Just because the programs that are on that specific bike there at Planet Fitness, like I just never liked them. I don't know. I just wasn't a fan of them. So I just started creating my own. And I feel like that has helped me a great deal. And also just doing that half mile thing. So I'm always like trying to make sure that I'm hitting that mile by that 5-minute mark. And also that, it's keeping me engaged, because I know that every time I reach that half mile, I need to change my resistance. And then after I do that, I'll do the elliptical for however long I can last. Like I usually would aim for 10 minutes, but I was like, you know what, today I'm going to try and go a little longer. So I ended up doing 18, which is cool. And then hopefully one of these days I'll get up to 20. And I think that would be a really big accomplishment on my part because me and the elliptical do not get along. But I feel like I'm starting to master it, so that's always good. I just like to see progress, however slow, however fast. I just want to see progress. The next machine that I want to tackle is the stair climber. Now that motherfucker there, woo! I'm still at the beginning stages. The longest I ever did on the stair climber was 5 minutes. But I got on it yesterday, I want to say. Like, it was like 2 minutes, 45 seconds. And I was like, you know what? Defeated again. But it's okay because I'll be back. And I'll try again. And I'll work my stamina up. And hopefully one day I'll get to 10 minutes and, you know, keep going from there. But I think for me, the biggest thing is when I'm not seeing movement on the scale per se, or seeing as, you know, as fast of movement on the scale, I can look to the inches lost and I can look to the endurance that I have in the gym and see progress. So something's always happening, whether or not it's reflected on the scale. And so that's kind of, you know, how I deal with things. I mean, I will not lie. I do absolutely weigh myself every single day. But I'm not the type of person that's like I don't torture myself about it. I just like to do it for accountability's sake, so I kind of know where I'm at. But I don't, like, it doesn't dictate. Like, I'm still going to eat what I'm going to eat when I'm going to eat it, you know? But I just like to see what it says. I don't know. People who do it weekly, I mean, that's a lot of willpower that I don't think that I have. So kudos to you, but it couldn't be me. So, what else did I want to talk about? I think actually that's it. Like, this video update is going to be incredibly short because, I mean, I did ramble for 25 minutes on Saturday, so I don't want to bore you guys too much. So I just wanted to kind of check in. It's been officially 8 weeks. Actually, on the 9th, it will be officially 2 months. So we'll see what happens. I may update there as well. If there's any, you know, if you guys have any questions or if there's anything in particular that you want to know my opinion on, or if I've tried it or anything like that, let me know. I mean, I won't be those type of channels. Like, I'm not going to be doing all of this, like, what I do in a day, what I eat. Girl, I'm not that kind of girl. I'm sorry. But feel free to follow me on Instagram. I just feel like I post more there, so you might get more information than what I talk about in these videos. But yeah, just let me know if there's anything that you have questions about in regards to my journey, my surgeon, my experience. I'm definitely be happy to help if anyone's, you know, is a prospective patient in Chicago. I can definitely give you some recommendations. So just let me know. Okay, hope you guys are having a wonderful week. It's freezing cold in Chicago. I'm so glad I'm only here for the next 36 hours. I actually have to start packing, and yeah, it's a lot. But just wanted to come on and update. I will talk to you guys next week. Bye.